Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 42 of my New York City Wrestling series for TEW 2016. So, we have Rumble in the Bronx today. We've got a pretty good title match, Spencer Spade versus Dean Waldorf for the the Empire title. We might one day call it the World Empire title, although that doesn't really sound too good. And yeah, we've got a couple of other big matches on the card. And we have a debuting tag team as well tonight. So yeah, pretty happy to run the show. Let's get into it. We've got the usual highlights package to open the show. We've got a sellout at the Magor Arena. And we start the show off with a 100A star. Just with some of the competitors here tonight. Moving on to the first match, which is an 88B+. In an exceptional match, El Medico Jr. defeated El Serpiente in 25-18 by pinfall with a Northern Lights suplex. During the match, we also had Emmanuel Bryant distract El Serpiente. So once again, continuing that feud, of course, El Serpiente cost Emmanuel Bryant his match last month against Bret Heartbreak. And yeah, so Bryant decided to come out and managed to get under the skin of El Serpiente, which led to El Medico getting the victory in an 88B+, which is a very, very good rating. And they both got very similar in-ring performances as well. No worker improvements. Okay, so we then have the Ministry of Darkness cutting a 44D generic tag team promo. Of course, Aldous Blackfriar, and I think Dominic D'Souza is his name, but I've renamed him the Midnight Prowler because that was his name back on 2013. So yeah, Aldous debuted his Maniac gimmick, got an above average rating, and Prowler debuted his Teen Idol gimmick, and it got an initial rating of great. And yeah, I'm expecting big things from these two. Potentially future tag team champions if all goes to plan. So their debut match gets a 50D+, not too bad, but kind of expected a little bit better. I mean, they are versing Free Entertainment, so you have to kind of factor that in. Oh, yes. We'll get into that in a second, but oh yes, it's perfect. In a bout that had decent wrestling but didn't have much heat, the Ministry of Darkness defeated Free Entertainment in 10-12 when Aldous Blackfriar defeated Gary the Entertainer by submission with a Gloom Weaver clutch. It's a pretty cool finisher, actually. The Midnight Prowler was the weak link, and he struggled to keep up with everybody else. Okay, interesting. He's only an enhancement talent. He's got 84B+ hardcore in ring skills, which is crazy. That's all good. Not exactly a B+ you kind of want to have in a slow-paced traditional style like New York City Wrestling has. But that's all good. He's got some other decent stats as well. He's just got no popularity in the tri-state. I think he's got like 5 or 6 or something like that. But yeah, good start. And if you look down here, Aldous Blackfriar and the Midnight Prowler showed excellent chemistry teaming together. I think they're our only tag team that actually have excellent chemistry, which is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Like I said, I mean, I honestly did not know that was going to happen. I had no idea. I just put them together because, they're both kind of like dark and mysterious. But they have excellent chemistry. Yes! That's like getting an A rating for this match. I'm so happy with that. So yeah, as I just mentioned, if all goes to plan, and I mean, that's pretty much to plan so far. Couldn't have asked for anything else. They've also been added to the tag team titles storyline, although their first title match will probably be a little bit away, because I want to build them up before that actually happens, before they verse the Ring Generals. So yeah, good debut, happy with that. We go into a 76B-. In an exceptional match, Ross Henry defeated Savage Tiger Jr. in 12-15 by pinfall with an Earthquake Power Slam. And we get the usual lack of selling from Mr. Ross Henry. Okay, not too bad. Go into a promo, 93A. Menace promo for Ross, of course. He's got like a little mini feud going on with Spencer Spade at the moment. With Spencer being the new main eventer that just came in and has pretty much, dominated really. Um, his stocks, his popularity stocks have just risen incredibly since he's come here over the last 4 or 5 months. And Ross is not too happy about it. Not too happy at all. And it's pretty much what this promo was based on. Okay, so we go into the cooldown match, which is a 56C minus. In about that had great heat and decent wrestling. Steve Flash defeated Ryobi Uno in 8:27 by pinfall with a flash bang. Yeah, pretty good. Done its job very well. To bring the crowd back down, but not too far, of course. Okay, so we then have Ernest Youngman. He's got a match up next, but he decides to cut a promo on his way down to the ring. Gets a 100 A-star rating. He's cutting his promo on Dean Waldorf, basically just saying how nothing's really gone to plan, and he wants his Empire title back, and he is willing to do absolutely anything to get that title back around his waist. So yeah, good rating. Going into the 6-man tag team match, 75B minus in an exceptional match. Ernest Youngman, Logan Wolfsbane and Marvin Malloy defeated Marsh Stranger and the Southern Stars in 10-10 when Ernest Youngman defeated Animal Haka by pinfall by using an underhanded tactics. In terms of in-ring work, Ernest was head and shoulders above everybody else, as you would expect, getting a 94 in-ring performance. Yeah, okay. Pretty good rating, I'm happy with that. Okay, 73B minus, B minus if I can speak properly. In about that had fantastic heat and good wrestling, Emmanuel Bryant defeated Bret Heartbreak in 10-18 by pinfall with a green shock, and Bryant was really off his game. So that's a little bit, underwhelming. But yeah, this is a rematch from last event's card, where Bryant lost to Bret Heartbreak because of El Serpiente's involvement, as I mentioned at the start of the show. Yeah, pretty good match. Happy with that. Bret Heartbreak improves in his performance skills. Another thing to mention, Emmanuel Bryant now has 80 psychology. Yes, 80 B. He got another 2 points added for being for being Steve Flash's protege. So that's perfect. And hopefully Bret, after improving here tonight, will be a lot better as well. Should probably check that after. Okay, so we then have a Spencer Spade promo. This is before the main event. Gets a 100 A-star rating on Dean Waldorf. Basically just saying that tonight is going to be his night. He's going to win the Empire title in front of a sold-out McGaw arena. And there's nothing anyone can do about it. And he looked good, as you expect him to, because he's Spencer Spade. And the match itself gets a 99 A-star. Awesome. In an exceptional match, Dean Waldorf defeated Spencer Spade in 30-11 by pinfall with a Waldorf salad toss. During the match, we also had Ross Henry run in and attack Spade. Interesting. Dean Waldorf makes defense number 2 of his NYCW Empire title. Naughty Ross Henry. Of course, we've kind of been, not in game terms, but with me personally, I've kind of been teasing a Ross Henry heel turn, and maybe we could do a double turn here with Spencer Spade and Ross Henry. Interesting. We'll have to wait and see in coming episodes of what actually happens between the two, because, yeah, I don't know. He basically cost Spencer Spade the title here tonight, and it was supposed to be Spencer's big night where he wins his first ever title in NYCW. But yeah, perfect. I mean, with Spencer Spade and these two guys, I mean, the in-ring performance and, the in-ring abilities, and their performance skills, and their overness as well. They're both like 90 A's in their overness in the tri-state region. I pretty much expected to get a 99, or at least a 95 A-star plus, or above, I should say. So getting a 99, it's a perfect way to end the show, and I'm very happy with that, to be honest. See what we get as our overall rating. A 92A. Okay, we use a Midnight Prowler far too much, but that's all good. He's an enhancement talent. So of course we've got to go with Spencer. We'll go with Dean. Who else is pretty impressive? Um, El Midico. Yeah, why not? So we'll tell him he's awesome. We'll give these two hugs for their 99. I would also, give El Serpiente some credit, but I believe El Midico was one in-ring point rating performance in, yeah, whatever. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. He was 1 point higher in his in-ring performance than El Serpiente. There we go. I managed to get it out. But yeah, we've got some interesting things to talk about. So, as far as the storylines, they're going pretty well, as you'd expect, with the ratings I managed to get. Of course, we've got Aldous and Midnight Prowler in there, like I mentioned, who have excellent tag team chemistry and teaming together. And yeah, so basically, I forgot to add Dean back. Oh no, Dean's in the tag team storyline. Okay, so these three are pretty much our title contenders, if that makes sense, without actually having the champion in the feud. But of course, the main two in this is probably Ross and Spencer at the moment, because they actually have, a program together. Whereas Ernest is kind of just going after his title that he lost to Dean. So yeah, let's have a look at our. Okay, so we're 46D, which is decent. I think that might be up, but I think it went up. Yeah, it went up. Did it? May. I'm pretty sure it went. Oh, maybe it went back down. Okay, I'm pretty sure it was 46 last month after I did the second show. So maybe it went down to 40. It was stayed at 45, or went back down at the start of the month and has just gone back up to a 46. I'm not too sure. But anyway, let's give a little auto push here because I want to see if because Bryant went back down to a lower mid, so he's back up to a mid carder. Let's have a look at the Midnight Prowler. So he's gone up from an enhancement talent to an opener, so that's perfect. We got to keep it's doing the freezing thing. Okay, there we go. So look at his popularity now. Okay, so he's up to 18. I think that's up a solid amount. Tri-state. See, he was 9 popularity, so he's up 9, which is good. Which is good. Let's have a look at Aldous Blackfriar. He's a 36, which is up 8 points from a 28. Perfect. He's also working for IPW, which is pretty cool. So hopefully he's only 24 as well, so his stats should improve a little bit more. But yeah, he's good. I'm happy with him. I mean, going forward, these two, they're 25 and 24 years old. They should probably be our, leading tag team division going into the future. So yeah, that's his 84B plus in hardcore, which is kind of useless for us. But that's okay. He's got 94 sex appeal and B-star quality, so that's interesting as well. And his heel performance has gone up a couple of points. Let's also just take a quick look at Emmanuel, because I want to see his. Yeah, so he's up 4 points because I checked this before his match. So he's back up to where he was before he lost the match to Brett last episode. His in-ring stats, he's got 2 C's now in his technical stats. Nearly 3. Mat Wrestling's getting there. Nearly a D plus as well for his brawling, about 3 points off there, which is good. I mentioned his psychology, so let's have a look at that as well. Yeah, up 2 points from 78 to 80, which is perfect. And yeah, I'm quite happy with him. We're still trying to push him quite hard. His big feud with El Serpiente will eventually take a big turn, and we'll put the title on the line. But as you can see, we're still making a decent profit as well. 47,000, which is up quite a bit, up nearly 10,000 as well. We'll have a look at our titles. Nothing really to mention there. We got defense number 2 for Dean. Nothing's changed. Still only 4 defenses, but of course Dean's kind of involved with another title, so that will change eventually with the Ministry of Darkness. And El Serpiente. I've been giving him title defenses on the second show main event, so that's up to 8, which is pretty good. And potentially he could be dropping the title soon. Maybe moving into the Empire title scene. We'll just have to wait and see. He's good enough, definitely. Anything else I want to look at? Have a look at creative meeting. I mean, those guys aren't really going to change much. That hasn't changed. That hasn't changed. Talk the talk. Nope. Showstoppers. No. None of these are really going to change. Probably. Yeah, I don't think they are. Hidden gems. I think we've pretty much seen all of these guys before. Very, very tempted to bring Primus Allen in because he'd be very easy to get over. I can't see his stats there very well. Yeah, his behavior's not too bad either. Yeah, he'd be very easy to get over with that menace and star quality. And his stats, I'm pretty sure I said this on one of the previous episodes, but his stats are quite good as well. Put him with Steve Flash as a heel, and that psychology will get up very high. So yeah, maybe we bring Primus Allen in, although I kind of need more faces, if that makes sense. If I have a little look here, we're only 4 over our ideal roster, but let's filter our disposition. So we've got that many faces, it's probably about 12, maybe not 12, maybe 10. And then we'll have a look at the heels. It's about the same, to be fair. It's about the same. But we've got quite a few heels that we don't really use, like New York Doll, Seth, Roby. Like those type of guys are just, yeah, and this guy's our colour commentator. Yes, some of those guys we don't use. We've got Bret Heartbreak, who's, we don't really use him all that much either. So yeah, I don't know. We kind of need more faces. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Anyway, we are up to number 19th in the world as far as ranking goes. Let's just have a quick little look at our top 100. So I just want to see where these shows. Okay, so Rumble in the Bronx did a 92 there. So it's our 3rd ever best event. That was our second show. I managed to get a 92. I'll show you that in a second. But let's have a look. So Spencer Spade, Rumble in the Bronx. It's our 2nd ever highest match. And of course the 3rd was these two as well, which got a 99 back in February, which was only 2 months ago. So they've versed each other, twice already in a very short span of time. And there was the main event of main event. This, our second show that I did last month. Spencer Spade defeated Marsh Stranger, got a 95 A-star. Pretty crazy. But yeah, I'll show you that show actually. Main event, got a 92A. Just a Chevy Ferreira, just being destroyed by El Serpiente for the Tri-State Regional. And then you got Flash Power. I did face versus face for that tag team match. Did pretty well, to be honest. Got 76, which I believe is the highest rating a 10-minute match can get. And then a promo, and yeah, a 95 A-star match for Marsh Stranger. So yeah, guys, that's going to wrap this episode up. One thing I might think about doing in the future is inducting someone into a Hall of Fame. Not too sure which event I would kind of, base this around. Oops, yes. We've got guys like Honest Frank, of course, who was with us at the start. He actually won the title at the start of the game, albeit through one of my own mistakes, but oh well. We've got Steve Flash. I would like to induct Steve in. He's one of our integral guys. We've got Roger Cage, who left us within the first week of the game. So sad. I really wanted to use him. We've got Dean Waldorf, who's headlined 17 of our shows, with 2 main event titles, 6 minor titles. And then we got the Ring Generals as well, with 6 tag team titles, 7 headlines. Michael Bull is our referee. So that's pretty cool as well. Yeah, happy days. That's going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, drop a like. For a new viewer or you're not subscribed to me already, make sure you do that. And don't forget to tune into the next episode, which will be Summer Heat, and then Gang Wars after that. So yeah, goodbye, guys.